Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. And then this will be my clear of Leviathan, the 3-star, who was pretty difficult. I started out the weekend trying to use a AoE physical cover tank, and then raising everybody's elemental resistance. But I couldn't make it work. Partly because my friend needed to have, the water and the ice resistance in there already. And there's almost nobody with that. So I switched over to a AoE magic tank, that's Ramza there, and then a physical provoke tank, which is Noctis. But yeah, this worked out, and then it was really helped by my friend, who I'll talk about later. But my main damage dealer is going to be Fohlen, and then I gave him a bunch of stuff like lightning, element, and then jump, multipliers, and then some slayers. Also that he could do more damage against the boss. He only has 1,000 attack, but he will do a lot of damage, as we see. Next is Mercenary Ramza. He is my magic tank. And then I'm giving him a lightning elemental weapon, and then pod, so that he can do that lightning chaining. And then he'll do that with Zargabath, who also has a lightning weapon. He has the Octoslash attack, so he doesn't need a pod. My healer, as usual, is going to be Ayaka. I'm always surprised that she always has basically the same equipment, but she's good in every fight. And then my provoke tank is going to be Noctis, and then I'm also giving him 100% evade. Okay, let's move over to the fight. And then my friend will be Loren. And then she'll be my breaker and imperiler. Okay, so first turn, Fohlen is going to use Chocobo Boost. That will upgrade his jump. Ramza will use his AoE Magic Protect. Zargabath is going to use some kind of buff. We'll use Arcadia's Might just because it's up. And then with Loren, let's break the attack. I guess we'll use this one because it's up as well. I have one Loren at the moment, but after using her in here, she was pretty great, so I'm very tempted to use select tickets to get a second. Okay, Noctis is going to fish. That will provoke the boss's physical attacks. And then Ayaka will put some re-raise on some guys. Okay, here come the magic attacks. That will do no damage. The physical attacks, the ones that are AoE, that'll hit everybody. That's going to be the most dangerous attack from the boss for this fight. And we'll get some counterattacks from Noctis, also maybe Ramza. That'll be good to fill up Loren's limit break gauge. Okay. Fohlen, his Chocobo Dive is upgraded, so we'll jump into the air with that. And that'll set us up for the timed jump next turn. So here I have a free turn. I can just kind of, further buff my guys. Maybe put some re-raise on some people. I'm going to use Arcadian Light because that will give me stop resistance. And then once I take the boss under 80%, I think, he'll start using stop attacks on me. We'll fill Noctis's limit break gauge. And then with my other characters, we'll just attack, try to get some crystals, but they don't seem to be coming out. Ayaka has innate 100% stop resistance, and then Ramza has 50% innate stop resistance. But nobody has any other stop resistance. So that's why I'm using Zargabath. He can give me stop resistance. Ramza, he also has the Lakshmi Esper that can give me stop resistance. Yeah, it's very important that I have that. And then although Ramza has a 50%, I need him at 100 because I can't take the chance that he will not block the magic attacks on everybody. Okay, so this is perfect. Fohlen is up in the air, and then Loren has her limit break gauge filled up. I'm going to use the pod chaining with Ramza, and then the Octaslash chaining with Zargabath. And then this will work perfectly, because I found that if you put the pod chainer in the number 2 position, or that front and center position, they won't move when they use that attack. So it's easier to chain it with Octaslash. I think it's more commonly known that Olive will not move when she uses the pod, but it's much less known that the person in the second slot there will not move, so I'm taking advantage of that here. Alright, so we'll dispel the boss with Ayaka, get rid of that reduction in damage, and then with Loren we will break and imperil lightning, so that'll set me up for some nice damage there. Noctis will refresh the provoke, we'll start the chain, we'll finish the chain, and then about half the boss's life. And then this boss has about 120 million HP, I think, so that's maybe 70 million there. That's pretty darn good. And then Fohlen, he does take 3 turns to, go up and come down and do that damage. But that actually worked out, because that's how long it took me to build up Loren's limit break gauge anyway, so that's fine. So here I'm going to dual cast Dispelga, once on the boss, once on my guys, so I can get rid of the water element on everybody. You have to be pretty quick when you're selecting your own character to target for that second Dispelga. Otherwise, both of them could easily go into Leviathan. But here I need to refresh everything, so Fohlen will do the Chocobo boost again. Ramza will do the magic cover again. Zargabath, let's use Arcadian Light for the stop resistance. That's the one bad thing about using the Dispelga on your own guys, is that you lose your buffs. So I'll have to refresh Noctis's provoke again. And then Loren, let's break the attack and magic. Okay, Fohlen has his Chocobo boost. Here is the stop attack, that foam. Okay, lots of damage there. Fohlen did go down, so he's not going to be able to jump up next turn. So that's going to extend my clear by a turn. Okay, let's raise with Noctis. And then with my other guys, I'm just going to refresh my HP, defenses, re-raises, that kind of thing. And then Fohlen, for his Chocobo boost, when he unlocks his Chocobo boost dive, it's not for the next turn, it's for, he saves 1 use. So even though he went down this turn, and then he's going to act next turn, he'll still have access to that Chocobo boost dive, which is really nice. Okay, we'll use Arcadian Light again. I want to put that stop resistance back on Fohlen, so that he'll be able to act next turn. Okay, we'll heal up here. Alright, here let's use Ramza's Entrust, and I have 3 very nice choices here. We'll put it on Zargabath. And I'm just going to hope that Loren gets her limit break gauge filled up in time. With Loren, we'll just guard, and then just hope that she survives this turn. Okay, excellent. Everybody lived. Okay, with Fohlen, let's jump up. We will refresh the provoke with Noctis. We will heal and then put the re-raise on Ramza. Alright, and then we'll heal up with Ayaka and then put the re-raise on Loren. since it's very important that she is up next turn. Okay, no problem. Alright, so we're going to set up the chain with Ramza and Zargabath again. Loren's limit break gauge is not filled up though, so I need to figure out how to do that. Alright, we will dispel the boss. And then with Noctis, we're just going to attack and then hopefully fill up the gauge. Okay, we got it. Alright, so we'll do the limit break with Loren. Again, break the defense and imperil the lightning. We'll set up the chain with Ramza and Zargabath. And finish that chain. Excellent. Alright, so that was Leviathan. And I was very happy to be able to use Fohlen in here. I did say in my review video of Fohlen that maybe he wasn't going to be good enough for Leviathan. But Loren, just because the breaks and the imperils are so strong, made him really usable in here. Without those strong breaks and imperils, I was doing maybe 25% damage for every jump, but yeah, that was just too much time for Leviathan to be hitting me, so... Yes, very glad to get this clear. I did not go for any Esper summons, just because I felt I didn't have, you know, enough leeway to do that, but maybe someday in the future. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.